Hey everyone, my name is Ashley Eaton and I'm the Watershed and Lake Education Coordinator at Lake Champlain-Sea-Grand and the University of Vermont Extension. Right now we are streamside at Potash Brook in Burlington, Vermont, and I'm going to run through some of the test tabs, the chemical water quality tests that are in the stream kit that you're going to be using. You may notice I'm wearing a couple pieces of equipment. This is called PPE, or personal protective equipment. This is going to make sure that when we're using the chemical test tabs that we're not getting it in our eyes or directly on our skin. So make sure before you begin all of your tests that you are wearing the proper equipment that's in the water quality testing bag.
Aquatic animals need dissolved oxygen to live. Fish, invertebrates, plants, and aerobic bacteria all require oxygen for respiration. Oxygen dissolves readily into water from the atmosphere until the water is saturated. Once dissolved in water, the oxygen diffuses very slowly, and distribution depends on the movement of the aerated water. Oxygen is also produced by aquatic plants, algae, and phytoplankton as a byproduct of photosynthesis. Aquatic organisms require different amounts of dissolved oxygen. For example, dissolved oxygen levels below 3 parts per million are stressful to most aquatic organisms. Dissolved oxygen levels below 2 or 1 part per million will not support fish. Levels of 5 to 6 parts per million are usually required for growth and activity of aquatic organisms.
So this test is going to be for dissolved oxygen, and so it's going to be really important. You'll see we have our vial here, that for this test we don't capture any atmospheric oxygen inside the vial. And then you want to fill up your vial all the way to the top. This is really important. Unlike the nitrate or the phosphate tests, we really want to make sure that we have water all the way up to the very, very top. And for this, we're actually going to add both of the test tabs to this vial. Make sure your trash doesn't go in the stream. And then I'm going to recap this, and it looks like I'm actually going to use the cap to add just a little bit more water, because it looks like when I was putting my tabs in that maybe a little bit of water escaped. And so then, now that I've got both of my test tabs in there, I'm going to take the vial and I'm going to invert back and forth, which should be about 4 minutes. So now that the tablets are completely dissolved in the vial, we're going to set a timer and wait 5 minutes. So now that 5 minutes is up, we're going to compare our dissolved oxygen vial to our color chart here. And what we're going to see is how closely the color in the vial aligns to the color spectrum here on the right. Starting from the top, going to the bottom where there is a higher color intensity, you have more dissolved oxygen in the vial. When I look at this vial, it looks to me like it's most closely aligned to 4 parts per million.